A couple of days ago, I noticed in my old PlayStation 2 stopped reading PlayStation games. So I'm gonna make a quick video here on how to change the laser sensor. Basically, this is the thing that actually reads the games, the laser node. So go ahead and flip this thing over. Take off these screws. These are hidden underneath these little guys. So to pop these up, I just use a flathead screwdriver. Apologize. And I just pry them. So they do take a little bit. You might need to get yourself a little bit of an angle when you go at them. It's hard to hold the phone and do this at the same time. But eventually, you keep prying at these things enough, you will get them up. If you get them up, it'll look just like this. There's these 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go ahead and take the back plate off. My reminder, this is a PlayStation 2 Slim. There is a warranty sticker that should be on that one, that top one right there. I have removed mine. I would suggest not removing that if you are still under any sort of warranty. With this being a PlayStation 2, if you have a warranty on it, you must also have a time machine. Flip it back over. Be very careful. This piece right here, your power button. That piece, you want to be careful about, because watch. I wish I had something to hold this. Hopefully you can see this. So this power button right here, you want to be careful. But this thing should just pull right apart. Oh, just like that. Just be careful with it. A little more careful than I was. So here's your power button, like I was saying. You want to be careful not to pull that off. Let me get this closer. So here's the diode that we're looking at. This is the laser. It's connected to this ribbon cable. You want to be very careful with this ribbon cable because these things are sensitive. You could take the whole optical drive out if you wanted to. That's this entire thing. I don't think that we need to for this. It looks like it has just an assembly here that makes it slide up and down. And then maybe a mount right there. So I think if we take this screw out here and this screw out here, we could just probably pull this out and then be very careful with this guy. So I'm gonna do that now. Brackets off. So now you can see this is loose. We can just pull this whole puppy out. Yep. Now we want to take this ribbon cable off, like I was saying. Put your back over here. Hopefully you can see. Okay, so this ribbon cable right here, I'm just going to use, I'm not going to use my finger. I am going to use my finger. Okay, so then this is the piece that comes off. We're going to need to resolder. It's actually right here. This guy, whenever we get the new one out of the box. So let me get that right now. The laser looks good. So here's the solder I was talking about. The reason they put that on there is this little guy right here. The reason they put that on there is just so that it doesn't get any kind of electrostatic damage whenever it's being shipped. So we just remove that with the soldering iron. Pretty easy to do. You just basically touch it to the tip. I can't hold my phone and do it though, so I'm gonna go ahead and skip ahead. Once you have taken the solder off, you'll be able to see there's like 3 little lines. Let me see if I can zoom in. Like 3 little lines that you'll be able to see on there. You also need to take off the housing for the slider, install it on your new node, and then go ahead and install it back in there. So remember, ribbon cable, little slider, brackets. Pro tip, keep a pair of tweezers on hand. I had a really hard time getting these brackets back in, so tweezers help a lot. And so you can just kind of push it to where it needs to go. You see? Now we're all lined up. And then these screws are just, I mean, absolutely tiny. So having the metallic screw, you can have a magnet on the end of your tweezers or whatever. And it goes on pretty easy as long as you have that. So I'm going to set the phone down. I can't do it one-handed, unfortunately. But so yeah. Tweezers. To get that thing installed back in there, the brackets on, you want to make sure this thing works. Kind of slide it from side to side. If you have silicone lubricant, it's a good thing to put onto this screw. Basically, that'll ensure that it can go up and down smoothly. I don't, so I don't really care if it makes a horrible noise or whatever. It is what it is. But yeah, you just kind of want to make sure that this can slide freely. So it looks good to me. Let's go ahead and put it back together. You remember, you just put the cover back on it and go from there. So, all right, moment of truth. It's all put back together. Pop your disc tray. Throw it in there. Yeah, baby. Back in business. Like and subscribe. Follow me for more tips.